So right now we are at the beach. I'm trying to record some shorts, and right there is someone who is fishing. That's new, I should say. Let's go find some cool spots and record some shorts. Every time I'm walking on the beach, I always hope that I will find some interesting little fossil or some quirky little thing here in the sand. I don't know if you guys know, but in many places where there are sedimentary rocks, mostly based on calcium, you can quite often find fossilized leaves and crustaceans and shells and the sort. Sometimes even snails. As I explained in a previous video, some of the rocks from around here are sedimentary rocks. And because of this, I hope to find some kind of fossils or some kind of fossilized things here. Of course, there is just a small possibility that I will find something, but still, I hope. Boo! This is episode 8 of Days of America. Hello guys, let's answer some comments. It's quite a new thing for me to receive comments and have the opportunity to answer them. Keiichi Morisato 98 wrote that this was to be the aesthetics of the US before I was eventually abandoned to brutalism. Art Deco is expensive and still very much is. Brutalism is cheap. Yeah, I agree. Whenever I think of, and I think that whenever anyone thinks of America, the style that comes up is either mid-century modern or Art Deco. Those are the styles that describe America. Or these little wooden cottages that you can see in this town. Oleg Korniluk says, I don't know why your channel has so little views, because you're doing an amazing job. Well, I don't know either, but I'll keep up the good job if you like it, and I'll keep bringing good videos for you guys, to the best of my ability, of course. Attila Beres 6086 sent 2 hearts. Thank you, Attila, I appreciate it. Üdv mindenkinek otthon. Sziasztok. Noyes K6S wrote, Greek was peak. I agree, and no surprise, Greek architecture is quite everywhere. Lesias Hautus says, to be honest, tripping on the tree made the video even more enjoyable. Yeah, for you guys it was more enjoyable. For me, for the first time it hurt a bit, but afterwards I got the hang of it, so I'm glad you enjoyed it. Coconut Jones says, subscribed, liked, and here's a comment. And to this comment, Andre Destroyer responded, for real, the algorithm is blind, I swear. I hope it opens its eyes. Big Boot Ross 4362 says, I've always wondered why civilizations that were once awesome but now totally irrelevant don't go back to what once made them awesome. The old cultures and religions and way of thinking, etc. The thing is that in many cases, the cultures that we know by the name of their ancestors aren't the same cultures that once existed. So, for example, it's most evident with the Greeks and their wines. The ancient Greeks had a great history of wine, and it was a central part of their culture. But the wine production of ancient Greece has no historical relation to the wine production of current-day Greece. But with architecture, it's a little bit different. So, usually the saying goes that the styles of the ages have to represent the ages that they are built in. In other words, architecture is the representation in stone, in construction, of the whole era that brought it to life. So Greek architecture was born from a culture that was best represented by these forms. Now, today's culture and today's society is quite different from the ancient Greeks, which means that the forms and the shapes that we use, the motifs that represent us, are different from the societies that came before us. So to go back to Greek architecture, like full on, would mean to adapt the structure of the society that brought it to life, which means that we would have to live like the ancient Greeks lived. Exactly the same, because that was the society, that was the context which let the ancient Greek architecture live and which used the ancient Greek architecture. So adapting a previous architecture would require the adaptation of a previous societal structure as well. In short, that's the answer for why we don't go back to previous ways of living. Archangel 58 says, solid info, shame people making worse content have more exposure. Keep up the cool stuff. Thank you, Archangel 58. I will keep up the good stuff. So yeah, these were all of the comments that I received so far. Keep them coming. Ask me anything and I'll try to answer you. Yeah, now let's go.